guys. It's line of thought.
Like that.
What's up?
What up?
We got Lady DJ Shimei back. My man, let me say it right. Lady DJ Shimei is back, y'all.
Okay.
All right.
I hear lagging, man.
So hey, we got a couple of guys that wanted a longer intro.
Yeah. So let's recap about last week, right? So last week recap. So Casey White, I don't know if that's his name or her name, but the officers did.
Yep. Shut the fuck up. She died?
She shot herself.
Yeah.
She shot herself.
Shot herself.
Yep.
Damn.
So they got a tip saying that they was at a hotel or whatever, right? And
of course.
I guess the police tried to ambush them. They ran, and she got caught. Well, she called 911 on accident or something like that, and she got caught saying, "Well, let's just fucking run. Let's just run." And she killed herself after I think it was a 11-hour long chase, if I'm not mistaken. She shot herself. She couldn't do it.
Yep.
Damn.
What the hell is he
driving? The guy
back in custody.
The guy's in custody now.
Mm-hmm. Extradited back to Alabama. In a prison now, not in a detention center. He's in a prison now, so that's fun.
Did they lock him up in the same prison?
No, they actually moved him this time. They got smart.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they got smart. It's a more secured center, okay?
Facility.
Yeah, facility. Excuse me. Thank you. Secured facility. Okay.
All right. Well,
let's get into it.
What's going on with El Chino?
Chino, where you at?
He dropped the camera like 5 times.
I'm here.
He's been dropping it the whole time.
I'm here, man. All right, we're gonna begin.
I told you
when El Chino finally is ready.
Drinking sake.
Right.
He was drinking sake.
Right. The sake got to him. Okay.
He tried to lie about that shit. Do you hear that?
Look, last week it was Hennessy. Okay. This week.
I'm here. Henny.
We know he ain't going to work.
We heard creepy laughing and it's dark. What the hell's going on, man?
I'm saying, what you got going on, my boy?
Chino, should I call 911? Just let me know.
Are you safe?
No, I'm fine.
All right.
Chino, mark this safe in the dark.
Yeah, wink a few times. See if you're good.
All right, guys. First topic. Although the man who attacked Dave Chappelle during his Netflix special didn't get hit with the felony,
that's bullshit.
Did Will Smith enable people to disrupt stand-up comedian?
Is this a real question?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I think he did. I think he gave it a precedence.
Really?
I mean, although I did hear a lot about this topic, and a lot of comedians say that it's a rough game, and people get mad and they get offended at stuff, and sometimes they've been threatened, and people have gotten on stages before. But Will Smith's incident just happened to be on live TV.
Very true. Because I want to say weeks before the Will Smith incident, there was an incident involving Mike Tyson at a comedy show where a guy jumped up on stage to fight the comedian, and Mike Tyson told him to chill out and gave him a hug. And the dude had a gun too, but nobody wants to fight Mike Tyson because assuming he's bulletproof.
Right.
Did that happen before or after?
I thought it was before.
Yeah, I think that happened before. Yeah.
Yeah, it was before. It was like literally almost 2 weeks before the Will Smith incident that happened, and Mike was able to calm it all down because the comedian took offense to a joke. Well, like that's the whole point of comedy. You can take offense to it or you don't. Some things you're gonna like, some things you're not.
Right.
Now, as far as the whole Will Smith incident, did he enable people? Yes and no. But I say with the Dave Chappelle incident, the alphabet community, they've been after Dave Chappelle because he keep making jokes about them. And once he kept making jokes, this is funny. I've heard the jokes. They actually fucking funny. But
that's a great play of words.
It's funny. He has a backstory to it.
They are funny.
He wasn't making fun of
every joke, and they're hilarious. But here's the deal. That dude went up on stage with a gun and knife. For the LAPD to sit here and not charge him with any felony, you just opened a can of worms to everybody in prison right now and going forward to not get charged with felonies attacking somebody with a knife and gun assuming to commit murder or harm or deadly harm. If
that
you did not
district
charge
attorney's
him,
about to
I
get
can
fired.
promise you, every lawyer in the country is about to wild the fuck out. They're about to go crazy. If you think I'm lying, you're going to see a bunch of cases get overturned because of what they just did.
I don't
You
think
don't
so.
want to go after him because he's part of this community.
That
Bullshit.
district
Is he a human
attorney's
being? Yes.
going to get fired.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
the DA is tripping. They're opening up a can of worms they can't close.
All right, let's get somebody else to chime in.
Go ahead.
My thing is this. So, was Chris Rock the first person to ever get slapped doing comedy?
No.
No. So how is it because Will Smith's famous and he get up there and slap them? It's a big ordeal now. Like people, they've been getting slapped for years. Everybody been sensitive. You know what I'm saying? So you're gonna get beat up if somebody feels some type of way about something you said. They're gonna attack you. No matter if you famous, you not famous, and none of that shit. Like it's gonna go up. If they don't like it, then they're gonna slap you. So that's just that, bro. I don't think Will Smith started nothing that ain't been happening already. People just want to put a name to something and it's Will Smith's fault that this happened or this happened. Like, no, this shit been happening for years. Like everybody just needs somebody to blame nowadays. That's the thing.
I agree with you. It's been going on a long time, but most people hadn't seen it like that, you know. But this was on TV, you know, with famous people. That's what really made it spotlighted.
Just want something to point at somebody. Like somebody has to be at blame or fault for something versus this shit. Well, versus just chunking up to the game. Like this, what happens? This is the shit that happens. Somebody's gonna get offended. They're gonna attack you if they don't like what you said. This some shit that just happens.
Think about it. How many people run on a basketball court? How many people run on a baseball court?
Exactly.
How many people run on stage? In a concert, how many people rush the stage? It happens. It's never gonna stop. It's gonna be somebody's gonna get pissed. Somebody's gonna run on stage.
You gotta blame the first guy who ran on stage. That's who started all this.
Exactly.
Shit. Like that. You feel what I'm saying? Like society just want to blame somebody. Like there's no blame to this. Like this shit happens. People, you get offended. For every action has a reaction. And if I don't like what the fuck you said, I'm gonna slap the fuck out you. I'm just saying.
Okay.
I wouldn't have it any other way, Smith.
Well, I'm saying.
Yeah, I just wonder, okay, that guy's intentions, because you don't know what people's intentions are. Did he get offended by what Dave Chappelle said?
No.
I don't know.
What was the joke?
What
was the joke?
His was premeditated.
Was there a video?
I don't even know what the joke was.
He was premeditated. He knew what he was coming in there to do.
Yeah. So I don't think he got offended or anything by his words. He's just trying to get clout, popularity.
Exactly.
He thought he was gonna beat up Dave Chappelle, but didn't realize Dave Chappelle knew that shit.
He allegedly made a rap song about Dave Chappelle too. So
yeah,
that's why I get some views on my song now. You know.
Yeah,
exactly.
He made a rap video.
He just caught a nice little ass whooping. I wouldn't even call it nice. You see the size of that knot on his forehead?
Oh, that shit was chunky.
That shit was like this.
See Lord Twisted too?
But everything nowadays, like none of this more. Everybody.
I bet he won't do it again. I bet he won't do it again.
Can we get a lady's perspective?
Come on, DJ.
Well,
spin that beat.
Well, honestly, I think my name is actually spelled wrong on that thing, but it's all right. Anyway, well, basically, I'm kind of for Will. Honestly, I'm kind of for the whole thing what he did, and maybe because I'm a woman.
Who did?
Will.
Okay. Well, okay. Now the dude did the Chappelle. Okay. All right. Just confirming it.
No,
okay.
With Will. And the only reason why I said that is because I kind of researched before what happened before. So his wife was constantly getting talked about. So it's more so like a defending of his wife. Now, I understand where he did it at was, inappropriate at that time or whatever. But I mean, if your marriage is doomed to be existence, like it's almost like, you know what, honestly, either ride or die. If I do it now, if I do it later, this person is talking about my wife. People keep talking about my wife. I'm trying to defend my wife right now in our relationship. Our relationship is about to crash, and now look where they are right now. They're literally in divorce, talking about divorce and all that. So
wait, are they for real?
Yeah, because she
yeah.
Wait. I knew she cheated. That was years ago. I'm talking about are they really getting a divorce now?
Yeah, they're yeah.
Mm-mm.
Oh, I must have missed that. I didn't know.
Yeah.
Uh,
They're in
I
talks
missed
of
that
divorce
too.
right now. Yeah, they're in
Even
talks
after the slap?
after the slap. Yeah.
Damn, that sucks.
They've been rocky this whole time.
Well, I know that, but
But
that just goes to
he's
show if you slap somebody for your wife, it don't work. She's still gonna leave you.
Damn, nothing's gonna work, man. Nothing's gonna work,
She's
man.
still gonna leave you.
Nothing's gonna work, man. Chocolate, roses, that ain't gonna work, man. What do you need to
be
do?
like, hey, I slapped that man for you. I'm still leaving. Ain't that a bitch?
I slapped the rock.
but you know, but
I
I mean,
slapped
but
the
then
rock
he's in
on the
therapy right
Oscar.
now, you know.
That
He's in
therapy ain't gonna work because Jada be spilling the beans on everything. Every time she turn around on that red table talk, she be talking about nothing. All of a sudden, she like, Will Smith don't have good sex with me. It's like, what the hell did that come from? Like, yo, we wasn't even talking about that. And you just put that man all in the street like that? Not even the sidewalk, it's on the street.
All right, moving on, guys. All right, so Roe versus Wade. Let me repeat that. Roe versus Wade seem to have
DJ, you
come
speak
back
first.
to full circle, as allegedly, I say. Okay, Senate Leader McConnell indicates GOP possibly banning abortion. Is that a good or bad idea?
Go ahead, lady. You speak first. Lady
Horrible
DJ, speak first. Let Lady DJ speak first. Go ahead.
Let her speak.
Well, banning abortions. Well, I think it depends. It really depends on what that woman went through. If it's a child, um, you know, they have the rights to their bodies, basically. Who are you going to tell them that they can't allow themselves to be free of something that's been, you know, done to them? Um, that's basically what it is, you know, but if it's some woman who is just cruel or whatever to children or whatever, then you don't know if you want them to have children either, you know. Like, what if she had the baby and put the baby in the dumpster? Like, you don't
Right.
want that, you know what I mean? And there's a lot of statistics saying that there's a lot of women who have babies who put them in dumpsters, and they've been telling them instead of putting them in dumpsters to take them to the hospital
Or the
um,
fire department or the police
or the
station.
yeah. So I
It's
mean,
actually a law where you can do that and not get in trouble for it.
yeah. So and walk away scot free, and you done had a whole 9 months pregnancy. Like, wow, okay. Um, but banning it, I don't know about that one. But y'all chime in. Yeah, I mean, what y'all think on the men's version? You know.
I think most Americans would not want abortions banned fully. I think there's a lot of reasons why a woman would have an abortion, but obviously incest and rape should always be allowed. You know, always.
Go ahead. Yep.
And you know, I think most Americans would also, according to the polls, the majority of Americans think that abortion should be done in the first trimester. I tend to agree with that, but that's my personal opinion. Yeah, you start talking about, you know, partial birth abortions and people start to get a little, that's not right.
Yeah.
But,
So,
anyway, that's my opinion. I don't think it should be banned. McConnell basically said it was possible, and it may end up going to the states. That's what Roe versus Wade. If it gets banned, it doesn't really ban abortions. If it got overturned, it just takes the abortion debate to the states instead, so that states can decide what they want to do.
So here's the deal with this. My thing is, it's always a woman's right to do whatever she wants to do with her body. They're the X factor in the word sex, period. You can't have sex unless they agree with it, right? So here's another thing. Yes, what Whitaker said with rape, with incest, that is 100% fact. I agree with that. But you telling somebody they can't do something and it's their body, that's crazy, because right now you're actually giving every person, and even children, you're in California, depending on who the parent is, because that's crazy in a sense, but you're telling that child, hey, you can go ahead and have a sex change at the age of 12. And we know damn well kids can change their mind off of a whim about what they want to do or who they want to be or where they want to go in life. But then you want to turn around and tell women, oh, we're going to take the right from you, to a grown woman, to take the rights away from you to do what you want with your body. But we're letting a 12-year-old choose her body. And if you actually read that GOP bill they want to pass, it actually takes away from interracial relationships. They actually want to take away from interracial marriages. It's not just about the abortion. There's always hidden things behind bills. If you actually read the fine print,
There are
and
always hidden
that shit
things.
is right in there. I'm dead ass. I'm not even laughing. This is actually right in there.
Yep.
It's actually in the actual bill that they want to pass. So
Wow.
I guess 1975 Love versus the state of Virginia is going to crap because you're telling all these people with everybody's mixed nowadays that, oh, your parents can't be married anymore. Oh, you can't marry who you love. Well, you're right. You're going right there down a rabbit hole because if I can't marry who I love, then you're telling, like I said, again, the alphabet community, he can't marry that man. She can't marry that woman.
Mhm.
They can't marry that person. You can't do this and you can't do that. You're going down a dark hole that you can't climb your ass up out of. And I don't think it's going to pass personally because it's too much. It's always one thing after another, after another, after another. Me personally, leave this shit alone. Let everybody live their life and shut the fuck up.
Bingo.
Damn.
Do what you want, man. It's your body. Abortion's been around since mankind, and it's your body. It's like telling a man he can't do. It's the same. What happens if it's a reverse? If a man wants a vasectomy, can he not? Well, what are you going to tell him? No. It's the same deal, man. It's the same. Like Griff would say, limit to first trimester, second trimester. I understand that. Yeah, I mean, if you've been in a relationship or a marriage, you kind of been through that situation before. You understand it's like I said, it's leave it alone, man. Leave that shit alone.
Agreed. Fucking I agree with Griffin. Leave that shit alone. Let motherfuckers be. Like America always want to have a say so on something. Like sit the fuck down, America, and don't touch shit. Like a black mother would say, sit your ass down and don't touch nothing. Okay.
Yep.
Don't touch that. You
Don't touch.
touch, you pay. Fuck.
Yep.
Hey, y'all took the words right out of my mouth, man. Yeah, Griff made a strong stance. All you guys made great points. Definitely. But yeah, absolutely. I like the way Whitaker broke it down too. Crazy stuff going on. There's a lot of craziness that goes along, especially with the youth. I think that molestation is a huge issue. I think that probably needs to be addressed a little bit more. That kind of ties into abortion and teenage pregnancies and all that. I think that
They
particularly probably needs to be addressed a little bit more properly. We need to keep those kind of guys in check and incarcerated as much as possible. And stop focusing on stuff that's not very effective, like a guy selling pot or something silly like that, or kids who commit crimes or whatever, not so violent crimes. How about helping these teenagers out and fixing them instead of paying more cops? I'm not kind of branching off the other stuff, but there's other focuses, that we got going on, man. People worried about this type of deal or whatever, but at the same time, well-being and caring for each other and all that or whatever. We need more camaraderie in this damn country. I feel like countries in Europe have way more camaraderie than the United States. They give a shit more. Their prison systems, they care more about the inmates and the rehabilitation process and all that and stuff. So, absolutely, man. I'm just taking what all y'all said. I'm just kind of just meshing it together.
So here's one thing I did find out they still do. As far as like doctor, because a good friend of mine, she just got pregnant, and she told me that the OBGYN told her, your baby doesn't have Down syndrome, any defects. Apparently, in the first trimester, the doctor will ask you if these defects do pop up. They say, hey, do you want to abort your baby?
Yep.
Your baby's going to be born with Down
they can.
or different defects, and they'll ask you, hey, do you want to abort your baby? It's okay, we'll take care of it. And they'll do it right there and then because having a baby born with defects causes problems in the life of parents. If you never know how that parent's going to react, because in the long run, let's just say for shits and giggles, you come around with what is it called when women go through birth and then they have that mental problem?
Postpartum.
Thank you. Postpartum depression. Postpartum depression is a real thing, and it lasts longer than just the first 6 months the baby's born. That shit can go on for 5 fucking years, and I've seen it firsthand happen. So what I'm trying to say is that's why they say, hey, your baby's gonna have defects. Do you want to abort it? It's a yes or no question. Some people say yes. Some people say no. The ones who say yes know themselves. They know how they are. They know how they're going to act. They know they can't handle that type of situation. That's why I say, don't sit here and take away the woman's right to sit here and make their own fucking choices about what they want to deal with in life. You can't do that.
Amen.
You can't. At the end of the day, it bothers the fuck out of me. That's like something I'm real passionate about. You can't do that. That because I got a little girl, so I don't want to play the shit. But I'm just saying, don't do that.
Right.
All right, I feel that, bro. Let's move on. So we got Biden and Musk. Biden and Musk. All right, so Biden and Musk beef seems to be brewing as Biden created a board to combat misinformation on social media. Is Biden's disinformation board unconstitutional?
Yep. Ooh, speak. Go ahead.
I think you got more. I'm thinking you got more stuff to worry about, man. It's like you stated earlier, man. We got other stuff we got to deal with. Why are you spending money on free speech, man? I'm sorry. There's something called Twitter, Facebook. There's something called YouTube. If you don't believe what somebody say, go look it up. What I think is that, like, you don't need somebody to shove information down your throat. You believe what you want. I'm sorry. We're in a state that, or we're in an era that you can find out. You can do whatever you can find out any information you want. It's why you can't, like, I mean, there are situations where it's like, yes, that is the right way, but it's like saying, oh, medical, what is real? It's like, are you going to have information saying that chiropractic doesn't work, but you're going to debate on that, or saying just, I can see it. It's down a rabbit hole where you're trying to force somebody to believe a certain thing. That's taking away your First Amendment right.
Right.
Yeah.
The biggest problem with the truth police is that if they're not elected people running it, it's always going to be politicized. So it's whoever politics is in charge. That's whose truth is going to get policed, right? Mm-hmm. It's not a true truth police if it's politicized, and there's just it's never going to work.
What is everything's politicized, bro? Nothing's going to be the truth. Like years ago, they was trying to ban what you could search on the internet and how much information you could get from the internet. Like, that's bullshit.
It's like China.
Right.
Exactly.
That's not the United States.
You can't say nothing out there,
exactly.
Huh? No.
And if I put it like this, if we went down that rabbit hole with them banning, like Sniff just said, this country wouldn't be working right now. We'd be all up in war.
Look,
everybody.
We barely up and running, bro. So
I know. I still can't give them reparations.
I knew you'd come back to that at some point.
Hey, this situation is kind of funny to me because this whole it's like Musk is like kind of stirring up the pot, and he's not even from here, right? I think he's from South Africa. He's not even from here.
Oh, he ain't even American.
He's getting a whole big kick about it.
He's an American, but
he's an American citizen. But he wasn't born here.
No.
But he can always go back. He can always go back to Africa or whatever, right?
Okay.
He's laughing. Well, he can go wherever the fuck he wants. I'm just saying.
No. It's how you said it. He can always go back to Africa. Right. You got to think about that line you said.
No.
Think about that for a second.
Hey, that's where it's at. That's where it's at.
Somebody slipped, man. Somebody slipped. Somebody's slipping.
Right. What? He can't go back to. Hey, everybody's from Africa. At the end of the day, we all say that, right? Science says it. He can't get his reparations though. No. So all I'm saying is, I think he's getting a big kick out of all of this, man. He's just stirring up shit. He got a lot of money, and he's just having fun, man. That's what I think it is, man. Biden is over here tripping. El Chino's like, come on, man, we got more important things. You worried about this stupid ass shit.
Right.
Well, that's because
Uh,
Biden knows he ain't getting voted back in 2 years.
Yep,
Yeah.
apparently not. Yeah.
He
He
shouldn't
ain't getting
even
voted
apply.
in.
Says how
He
much
ain't
is
getting
gas
voted in.
price?
No
You
way.
How much is gas?
not even
Yeah.
just that. I know Democrats that are like, F that dude.
Yeah, I do. Too.
Literally. Like, no, not happening. Nope.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
Well,
he
he
faked
makes
the
a lot
wiggle
of
his way in.
promises. That's what it is. He's making a lot of promises that he can't keep.
Bro, I was done the minute he sat here and pulled out of Afghanistan and left all that military equipment over there and Americans. Like, I'm good. I'm good on
Yeah,
this
he didn't
dude.
give a fuck, huh? He just
I'm
said, "Fuck
good.
all y'all."
And walk
He closed the
walk
Well,
door.
I
off
He
and
closed
be
the
mean,
like,
door on us,
okay,
huh?
it's done.
well,
Nah.
he gave us the $1,200.
right.
Yeah, whoopee.
He
Hey,
gave
hey,
us
hey,
$1,200.
run me that back
I
though.
think I want to say that accumulated to what, maybe a few $billion across the American world, but gave 1.2 trillion. Like we said last week, 1.2 trillion of big businesses, and then big businesses still fired everybody after they got the money.
And then they just gave Ukraine 40 billion more. $40 billion. You know, that's more than many of our defense agencies.
Yeah.
That's more than our border
So
control.
we gave them money. We gave them money because they're going through a war. What the fuck does that have to do with us?
Everything.
This is what I'm trying to say. We always trying to take care of everybody else, but can't take care of our own Americans.
Do
Like,
you know that there is a commercial right now that's basically saying "Save United States Children"? You know, the Save Africa. There is a United States Save Children,
for
and
50 cents a day.
Yeah,
Ain't that a
50 cents a day.
bitch? Wow.
Hey,
Yep.
you know,
There's a
Wow.
commercial. There's a commercial out there. Save
That
American
said,
children.
Lady
we can't
DJ,
save
that
our
says
own.
it all right there. That
Nah,
says it all right there.
We can't save our own kids. How we gonna save
Wow.
theirs?
right.
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 Wow.
Us
And then you know they're going to say next year, "Oh, we're broke." Of course you are. You gave 40 billion to a country that ain't got nothing to do with us.
And the thing is, we didn't really have that money. They just print it.
no shit. We
Just print
Hence
it.
the reason why in July there's going to be a recession. I'm giving y'all a
Print it
heads
and
up.
ship it.
In July there's going to be a recession.
We already in
Inflation's
recession.
way too high. No, you're gonna see it hit. You're gonna see it hit hard. You're gonna see it hit hard.
more of like a depression.
It's gonna get something like it.
I'm depressed right now shooting at gas prices.
Every time I go to fill up my tank, I'm depressed.
I got to
Go
fill
to the
mine up
grocery
today.
store. $8
Right.
for some fruit. $8 for some fruit.
Yep.
hey, that's real
A
talk.
bag of oranges costs $5.
But you know,
Hey,
corporate
Griff,
America got us.
just remember. Oh,
Six though, I'm trying to tell you.
Go ahead, Ochino. Go ahead, man.
oh, Griff, no. Just remember, Biden's giving us an extra federal holiday.
Juneteenth. Hey, El Chino. Hey, Juneteenth should have been a federal holiday. So don't do that. Don't do that. He still ain't getting my vote.
They said, "Shut the fuck up, black community. Here you go."
If that man might was on TV talking about, "You black, vote for me, and I'll take care of you." Yet here we are again. What has he done?
Nothing.
Exactly.
That's what I say. He gave us I take that back. He gave us $1,200. He gave us $1,200.
Real quick, if you want to hate me, I'll be the bad guy. I'll tell you this, and I want you guys to think about it real quick. Don't ask me right now. You can pop back on and want to Smith is one of them questions. Name 5 things Obama did for black people. If you could do 5 things overall,
for black people, just for black people
that he did for black people. Name 5 things.
Why is that really
hey,
quick?
those Obama phones?
Because Biden sat here and said, "Vote for me, I'll take care of you," and nothing happened.
But look,
I'm gonna tell you that was the same concept. No, that was the same concept Obama did.
Hold up, I'm gonna name it.
The same concept, and we keep falling for the same shit every time.
Griff. The Obama phones. I don't give a fuck. Y'all can say all y'all want. Motherfuckers is still getting them Obama. All right, hold up. He saved.
Don't play
GM.
head on the Obama phones.
He saved GM. Everybody rolling around in new Dodge Chargers and all that and shit. That's because of Obama. He saved their ass.
I said black people.
Obamacare.
White people still be driving them damn cars. We talking about
Obamacare, and then you got to pay taxes if you don't if you don't have health insurance. Did that really just happen? Now you're telling me I have to have it?
Hey, he helped the Alphabet organization, and a lot of them. Some of them was fortunately
He gave them the right to be married.
Hey, and
You're stuttering. You're
It's a
stuttering.
real
You're stuttering.
struggle.
William.
Real
Don't stutter.
struggle, Williams.
Don't stutter.
You're
I
struggling
need
mightily,
that shit
dude.
to come strong. I need you to come strong with it.
hey,
You
that's
see
the best I can do, man.
Whitaker and El Tino over there like this. Well, Griffin's
hey.
right because they ain't saying shit.
I can't think nothing else. But I tell you this, it was better when he was in than Trump. All right, let's move on, y'all. So,
Yeah.
hey,
Next
check this out.
question.
Oh.
All right, you know what? I'm gonna ask this question. You know what? Let's give one of them questions. I'm anxious to hear a question.
One of them questions. So my question today is, why is there still a Columbus Day? I just want to know.
When he was a fucking rapist? Exactly.
Hello, shout out to America. Sorry, everything he said was bullshit. He didn't find this. He didn't find the U.S.
Hence the reason why it's called America, not Colombia.
Right. So I just want to know.
He actually landed in Puerto Rico, man. He didn't even land in the U.S.
And got lost in the sauce, raping everybody. I ain't gonna sugarcoat that shit. Fuck that.
Because it's tradition. That's why.
Tradition for like what? What do you mean when you say?
Just like it's 4th of July tradition, everybody got to go out to go eat, and maybe something that they do.
Okay, so here's the thing: if we went as far as to getting down Civil War statues of generals that were for slavery in the South, why do we have Columbus Day? If we can go that far as getting rid of statues that for racist people who held slaves, if we did that, Columbus Day should be easily erased out of American history. Simple as that. I agree with what Smith is saying. Why do we still have it if we all know for a fact this dude was not who he said he was? He did not do what he said he did. He didn't. He didn't found America. So take that shit out of the history books. Stop teaching kids that shit, because I teach my kids don't believe that shit. The motherfucker was shit, he still ain't shit. So simple as that. So for you to sit here and say we still got Columbus Day, you can kiss my right nut. No, we should not do that shit.
All I know is when I was in school, I loved Columbus Day because it was a day off.
that exactly. But then when you, all I'm saying
That's
is,
why I said it's a tradition.
it is. But they
It's a tradition to take off.
Again, like El Chino said, that's why they gave us Juneteenth. So we have another day off.
Sure.
Are we going to get a day off? I'm curious because
we getting paid for it. I saw it on. It's
a federal holiday.
It's a federal holiday this year. We getting paid for it.
Wow.
Look in our calendar. You know, our calendar. I don't see.
I don't think our calendar. I think Juneteenth got federal holiday status after our calendar was made, but I believe it's still in there.
Yeah, we getting paid.
I didn't see it, but I'm gonna double check.
And I'm taking the day off. Don't go.
I probably will too.
I'm barbecuing at Smith's house.
Huh?
That's what we barbecuing at your house.
He said, huh? Yeah, we're gonna do it. Hell yeah.
He said, I didn't even know we was doing that, but all right.
Okay, that's a good question, Smith. Yeah, we don't need that. We don't need it anymore. How about changing it to? I think it was an idea changing it to Native Americans Day or something like that. Why not? Why not do that? Why not?
They should have a holiday. They should have a holiday. Yeah. Not a month. They should have a national holiday that we can all celebrate whatever the hell they celebrate.
And you know what? Bring them out. Bring them out. We don't see too many Native Americans. At least I don't. When I the last time I saw a Native American, I didn't know what the hell he was. I was like, what? I asked him like, what are you? You know, like, what nationality are you? I hardly see them.
No. You're right. Even though my grandmother is half Blackfoot Indian, but at the same, you don't see them as much. But we do got a couple of up in prison.
Okay, so.
No, I think one reason is the natives, they can't leave. If they leave their area, they don't get paid. It's like Pachanga and Morongo.
Are you serious?
They get paid from the casino. So if they leave their tribe, they don't get paid.
Wait. They can't just go live somewhere else. They have to stay exactly where it's at.
Yeah, they have to stay within the community, or they're not going to get paid.
What? I don't know.
Wait, what?
I asked one of the because I was at Morongo. Okay, so my story was how I got that is I was in Morongo and I met a native and she's like she get paid a couple $1,000 a month from the tribe because they have a casino there at Morongo, and she was telling me that if they leave, basically they leave within the community, they don't, that money is not going to go to them. Like they can't just say, hey, I'm going to live in Hawaii. They live in Hawaii, they're like, yeah, you don't get paid.
Wow. So even if you are a Native American, you're registered as Native American, you can't get paid unless you live on the land.
Yeah, they going through that's some petty shit. That I've been here about that for a while.
Yeah. That's petty as fuck.
It's like that's like think about it. It's like how many Native I don't know how true that is. I don't know. They keep that to themselves. But think about it. How many Native American you see in like out of state college? How many Native Americans in UNLV? Think about that. I'm like, huh. I'm like that there might be some truth to it, but I was like, what? That's messed up.
Native Americans do not get reparations, so I'm not sure what payment you're talking about.
No, they get money from the casino. Like the land, like basically, so they get, that's how they fund themselves. That's a way of the government giving them money. They get it from the casino. Like even like
wait. I thought they did go to wait. Whitaker, you said they don't get reparations? From my understanding, I thought they got Whitaker. Hold on. Whitaker, I got a question. So you said they don't get reparations. From my understanding, I thought they got paid from the federal government and they were able to go to school for free because they are Native American.
They may get schooling for free, but I literally just looked it up, and contrary to popular belief, Native Americans do not receive any federal government checks.
Fact check that one more
no
time.
Free electricity, nothing.
I just did.
You got to fact check it again. I don't.
I'm telling you, you can fact check it.
I thought they got paid.
No. But I think what Chino's talking about is that they get like a profit share from the casino profit.
Yes.
And and if they move away from the reservation that the casino is on, they lose that.
Yeah. And that's a lot of money. It's not like a couple $100. You're looking in the thousands. They get paid thousands.
Right.
All right. Well, next question.
All right. Before I ask this question, I'm gonna ask this one. NBA question. Did Embiid get robbed of the MVP?
Joel Embiid?
Yeah, Joel Embiid.
He was injured half the year. He was injured.
No. If you take him away from the team, okay. If you take him away from the team is still going to be good. But if you take Nikola Joker, if you take him away from you take him away from his team, that team is not a playoff team.
They're garbage.
That team is garbage.
Yep.
They're going to get a number 1 pick again.
Right.
So that's how you should see it. Most valuable player. Who is the most valuable player?
Who got robbed to me was John Marriott. They made him 6 man of the year, which was bullshit. He should have been MVP. He even gave the 6-man trophy away because he was like, I don't know why they gave this to me. He was like, I'm posting. John Marriott got robbed. He got robbed.
They mentioned it like at least.
I think they reverted to Embiid.
But he does better.
You name me one player all year that was balling the way he balled. Without saying LeBron James, name me one player that sat there and played all year and balled out.
Griff.
You can't.
Hey, Griff. But here's what one of the stat they were saying. If Memphis Grizzlies, the stat they play without Ja was better without him than with him. That was the stat. Like if Ja was not there, they had a winning record. So that's a stat you have to go by. Can his team survive?
That's called a good bitch.
So that means you're not. But that means you're not the MVP. You balled out.
That doesn't mean that. That doesn't mean that.
You balled out.
He balled out.
The media made an
But
effort.
doesn't mean you're the most valuable player.
I'm just gonna talk. The media made it an effort to make it about Embiid and Joker because I feel that they wanted Joker to be the MVP the whole damn time. They were hyping up Joker since the beginning of the season. They were talking about
I see what you're saying.
And I think, all right, let's take Embiid and let's say, all right, it's going to be Embiid, him against Embiid. But you had other MVP worthy candidates, and also this is a regular season award. And the NBA made that clear because that guy got bounced out of the first round, the Nuggets. So that was kind of embarrassing. At least make it out of the first round. But okay, it's not a regular. It's not a playoff.
Wait. He got bounced out, but at least he got bounced out, but at least he didn't get swept.
Okay, he only won one game, so
that's a gentleman's sweep.
This is my point.
Kevin Durant got swept.
Okay,
he got swept.
The real true MVP.
You want to be the best player.
The real true MVP of the league is Giannis. That is the MVP of the league.
Completely. You don't have no argument with me.
Okay.
You have no argument with me.
Now, this season was kind of like well balanced. There wasn't no real true like dominant team. The closest you can get are the Suns. But if you look at their squad, they're like good players or whatever. They play good, hard basketball. But, you got Booker and Paul, but it's like they're not like dominant players. They're good, solid players. So who the heck is the MVP? So we're going to hype Jokic all season long. And I just honestly, I think he's the great white hype of the NBA. That's just my opinion. So, but okay. My second question.
But
more NBA fans got banned for putting hands on a player's family, Chris Paul's family. Have sports fans gone too far with game insults?
Look at the video.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they have. Look at that video. Look at it. That kid didn't even know what the hell he did. It was a little white kid. His mommy was like, "Stop that! Stop that! Don't touch the black man's wife." What the hell you think is gonna happen? That kid never got spanked in his life, dude. It's like, oh, God. I'm sorry, man. Am I right? Look at that video. The mommy's like, "Why you touch Chris Paul's wife? Why you touching a black man's wife?"
So here's the deal.
You know who my daddy is? What the hell?
El Chino. I got you. Here's the deal. He knew what the fuck he was doing. He's playing that innocent card like he didn't. He knew what he did.
Exactly.
He knew what he did.
Exactly.
He knew what he did.
Exactly.
He played that.
But he's gonna act like it.
He did one of those things like, "What I do? You knew what you did, man.
What do I do?
You knew what you did." But this is the thing. Insults is not the problem. It's when you cross that line and you touch somebody's family and or the player.
Yes.
This is when you realize, oh, I gotta fight this grown ass man now because instead of me just talking shit, I actually put my hands on him. You can talk shit to me all you want, just don't touch me. I'm cool. Just don't touch me. You touch me, then that means you actually want to come. You want to handle this.
Yeah.
That was the problem. Chris Paul wasn't mad about the shit talking. He touched his mom. Matter of fact, he pushed his mom. That's what happened. You pushed my moms, and we all know the rule. Every single one of us know the rule. You touch moms, it's game on.
Okay,
it's game on.
Are these? Let me ask the broader question. Are these NBA players too spoiled? Are they soft? Every time somebody says an insult about them, they get all soft. Like let's put LeBron in this. I think he got a player kicked out of a Lakers game for saying something about his family. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so
but
are these guys soft, or are these fans really that fucking?
Oh yeah, his mom got.
But see, here's the thing. There's a difference between insult, hey, batter, than saying, hey, Brony is gonna die in an airplane crash.
You don't do that.
There's a difference. That's a difference.
It's a difference.
There's a difference between insult, trying to make you miss a shot or swing a bat, than saying that you're gonna die. That's whole different.
He wishes death on his child, man. That's messed up. You don't do that.
I think at the end of the day,
you don't.
I think at the end of the day, any fan who touches a professional player in any way should have a lifetime ban from that, whatever that sport was.
Agreed.
Like, you go touch an
agreed.
NBA,
Look at
you run on the field and touch an NBA player, you're gone for life. Lifetime ban from any NBA game. That's how it should be, no matter what.
Or any sport. Now that goes across
That's what
the
I
board.
said. Whatever league it is, you should have a lifetime ban.
Agree, because it's crossing the line straight up, Whitaker. I agree with Whitaker 100%. It's crossing the line.
Yeah.
The minute you touch somebody's family or said person, you getting that.
I also
and then
think
if I hit you, you're like, oh my God, he hit me. Did you see what you just did?
That should apply to throwing things at players as well. If you
Bingo.
throw something intentionally trying to hit them or hurt them, gone.
Hence malice in the palace.
Even Mike
Malice
Tyson
in the
on that
palace.
airplane,
Yeah.
like Mike Tyson on that airplane trip, he put up with that guy's heckling and heckling and heckling until he threw a water bottle at him. Then he pounded the crap out of his face, and he had every right to do so, and he's not being prosecuted, which is good.
Nope, he is not being prosecuted.
Right. So
They got it right this
That's
time.
defense. At that point, you're in defense mode.
right.
You're being attacked.
Yep, I agree. And the threat of an attack when you run onto the field or run onto the court, whatever, and you run menacingly at somebody, yeah, that's a threat. That's an attack. Lifetime ban.
All right.
Yeah.
I got this
I think there
question.
was a
One more last question.
Wait. Wasn't there a Karen who sat there ran on the field on the court and got tackled
Oh,
by
yeah.
security?
Yeah, talking about she
Yeah, that was
PETA or something.
Yeah, she was
Memphis.
protesting.
That was Memphis. That was
Yeah.
the Memphis one.
Yeah, what the hell was that?
I don't know, but she got straight tackled swiftly.
She didn't make it. She didn't even make it.
She didn't make it. They ready to lose the fuck out of her.
Good.
Yeah, that was burnt out.
Go ahead,
Hey.
man. Go ahead.
I got a question for Whitaker and Smith, because Smith looked like he about to fall asleep. So check this out. Would you rather get punched by Mike Tyson or spray with OC?
OC.
One punch.
OC.
One punch.
I'll take the OC.
OC.
You're liable to have broken face bones, dude. You let
OC
Indy
spray
back
all
and
day
hit
long.
you.
Matter of fact, spray me twice.
Yeah.
Twice.
Yeah, I'm not taking a Mike Tyson punch to the face. I don't know.
I can survive that. Mike Tyson, I'll be drinking through a straw for the rest of my life.
Exactly. And have one eyeball hanging out.
Did y'all
One eyeball. I cannot with
watch the fight between him and what's the old boy's name? The boxer.
Oh yeah, because there's only one.
Yeah.
Roy Jones. Mike Tyson and Roy Jones.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Tyson broke Roy Jones' ribs and he held back a punch.
Yep.
He broke his ribs and he still held back his strength punch. Like,
Yeah,
that tells you right
he
there and
even
there.
said that.
You
even
broke
said
my
that.
ribs
He
and
didn't.
you held back? Nah, bruh.
That's cap, bro. Ain't no way.
Nah.
That's something you say in the interview. Like, I ain't even try to hit him my hardest.
No, Roy Jones said his ribs was broken. He even said, Roy Jones said it. He's like, we weren't hit each other hard, but he hit me and held back and they broke my ribs and I feel it.
Hell no.
That ain't cap, man. Ain't nobody gonna make that up.
In that exhibition match they had.
Yeah. He even said, I'm sorry. You can watch the video.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah,
When
I saw
he
it,
swung
yeah.
on him and hit him, he said, oh, shit, I'm sorry.
I caught in my feelings. I got caught into the round, and I gave you a good one. That's what he apologized for, not because of broken ribs. Shit happens, bro. You know what you was coming into.
But no, I know that part, but I'm trying to say he held back.
No,
It was an exhibition, man.
Mike still can kill you.
It was an exhibition.
he don't fucking
My ass.
got it all. What are you talking about, bro? He don't hold back.
He got it all.
Yeah.
Hey, all right, man. So that's about it for the show. Hey, subscribe on our YouTube. Check out our podcast on Spotify, Anchor.fm, Google Podcasts, all that stuff, all that good stuff, y'all. Hey, we appreciate it. Keep checking this out. This is Line of Thought.
Yeah.
Baby.
See ya.
Hey, don't forget about me, Lady DJ Chimay. I'm on YouTube also. Lady DJ Chimay. There is an E at the end of that, not an R.
Check her out, y'all. All right.
All right.
Peace out.